The following week, after meeting up with listener, a species called themselves Lombax, they were quite interested in finding out more about listeners on species. V and N had to keep this low-key secret from J because after what she is, they won't hear the end of it. If anything, I don't think they will even have a chance to talk, explaining what they found or what they actually want to do with him. And speaking of N and V, they're actually finishing up another hunt. Whoa, V, you really got yourself quite an interesting upgrade from listener. Yep, this new gun and everything that they put in really did the jizz. She said she got her new weapon out. To the part after when they found out what kind of species listeners on was rare and very value. They were the only ones that can actually create machines with every single thing and also making unuseful things being useful and deadly. I'll say, I like my new samurai swords. These are cool. Owning his new samurai swords that turn into blazing hot ones too. Yeah. But we gotta keep it low key, remember, Jay? Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of, you're coming with me visiting listener, yeah? Well, of course. I really want to see the guy again. Good. And just like that time, Jay actually came. What are you two talking about? Ah! Oh my god. Whew, sorry. Just talking about how we need to find any more useful information of how to get through those bunkers. And pretty much like, is this for real, V? Yes, we were just discussing of how we can get in there. So far, nothing is working. I think we would try something that doesn't involve using doors, but she said it was pretty stupid. It is. What do you think we're gonna end up finding a way to go in? I don't know, something that they didn't actually see or reinforce to? That's the V and J. Oh, that's true. Can't believe I'm saying this, but more might have something ahead. That's, thank you, Jay. Anywho, we hit our quota, so I guess you can take the day off. Good, cause I got into taking this one with me, V said, pointing to, and why, may I ask? He has some explaining to why he ends up banning me and end up getting his ass whooped by a couple of worker drones. Alright, whatever. I'll meet you at the spiral. Just be back before sunrise. Alright, Mom. Shut up. Just like that, and Tutu left. Meanwhile, Lester, after when he was settling into the place that he calls his home now, he fixed it up. He ends up being lucky that he had his intelligence and rebuilding everything that is that of a futuristic home. Okay, final screw here, a little warning, and done. He said as he on the console system of the place, and it was like it was brand new. And having to get rid of the skulls and everything were creepy, but Lister made it work. And just as time, both and V came and they were met with a shocking sight. Whoa, Lister, you fixed up the place real good. Thanks. I hope you don't mind the whole sudden change. No, this is perfect. With this, you can end up living peacefully. Oh yeah, how's the oxygen reserve thing happening? It's good. The oxygen levels in here is perfect, 100%. V and N end up managing to find some oxygen tanks for listener, so they end up remaking the place to allow him to breathe. That's good. Anywho, did you find anything interesting? Actually, I have. Can you guys explain to me this? He says showing a piece of paper with a symbol. On it showed a symbol of 3 arrows going in different area, different points, and also one in the center of a shape. Do you know anything about this? And didn't look quite understanding about the symbol, but V looked like it but managed to contain it. No, sorry, this is kinda new. Where did you find that? In one of the file cabinets that I was actually moving. I accidentally opened it and then these came out, showing the other papers on the table. When they looked, they were met with a sight. Every single experiment work all end up being wrote down, end up having pictures of drones and a few other things. Jeez, whoa. And listen to this. Apparently, this one's called the Absolute Solver. A virus appeared beforehand. No one has ever found out about its origin. But do know this. Keep away from worker drones. And that's pretty much it. It's cut out. Look, showing where the thing was cut off because of someone who's writing it. End up looking like they end up putting it in a straight line. Whoever was doing this was in a hurry. Apparently they didn't have a chance to put down the final warning and everything. This really rattled me, but she kept it together. That's kind of scary and eerie, but if we find anything other than what you found, we'll tell you. Thanks. Oh yeah, and how did the new upgrades I gave you guys go? It went well, so awesome. My new gun pretty much pierced through like 5 buildings. That's so cool. Yeah, and also my new katanas are awesome as hell. How did you manage to get them to the superheating point? Same thing with my gun as well. Guys, my species of Lombax are literally the smartest, most intelligent species ever. Let's just say what I'm gonna explain to you can never understand, but I can tell you this. Whatever I make can be impossible for others, but for me, I do the impossible as well. Yeah, that's true. They ended up talking for a while, but then it was time for N and V to head home. Looks like we gotta head home before sunrise. Oh, really? I thought you guys were staying. I wish we could, but we have to go because we can't survive out there on the sun and stuff. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye. They end up leaving listener who went to sleep as well. As N and V left, they were still actually shooken of how listener found something interesting from JC Jensen's own plans. But for V, she was just hoping that listener would drop the whole thing and forget about it. Like she wants to so badly.